I was in fact gonna do a review of The Irishman. But like I watched it a while ago and afterwards I just felt dead. Like it was just so much information, so much was going on and it was so long. I mean, it was good. It was really good, but they probably could have shaved off like 45 minutes of that film at least. So I thought I'm gonna do a review of it and then I just said to myself, you know what, fuck it. I'm not gonna do a review of The Irishman. I'm gonna do a review of The Dictator. I don't know why. I just watched that film, rewatched it. And I think it's the first time I've watched it through the whole way through. Man, while I still acknowledge and will still say it's a terrible film, it has more relevance now than it did when it came out. I think it came out in like 2013, 2014, and the critics generally didn't like it. Most people thought it was just a bad, good film. Like, it was definitely not a good film, but like there were quirks to it. Rewatching this, guys, it's crazy how right Sacha Baron Cohen was about every side of the world and what the hell is going on. It's mad. It's almost like he sort of had like foresight here, seeing how crazy the world was going to be and put it into this film. Like, you watch this film now, it's like this could have been made as a parody today, but it was made like 6 years ago. I don't know. Crazy film, weird concept. It was sort of like if you put together like My Big Fat Greek Wedding, You Don't Mess with the Zohan, and like a spy thriller all at once. And it turned into absolute shit. But there was something about it where the first time I watched this, I just wasn't laughing. I just didn't find it funny. And I stopped it probably about 25 minutes in. I was like, this is absolute nonsense. I think I stopped it after like the Megan Fox scene. There's a scene with Megan Fox maybe 15, 20 minutes in. And I just said, this is not getting me going at all. Well, Megan Fox, but like the film itself is not good. And I can actually say I enjoyed this film from start to finish this time round. And I was laughing at stuff that I wouldn't have been laughing about like 4 or 5 years ago. Even though me as like a 13-year-old would have loved the shit out of this film first time round. Like, I still quote, don't mess with the Zohan. I've seen this. I have done this. You do not want this. You don't want it, alright? He has done things, he's seen things, and you do not want those things. It had that type of bad Adam Sandler type of film vibe from back in the day. I know he's made now Uncut Gems, which looks pretty good, so I'm going to see that just because I want to support, someone trying something different. But it had that type of old school vibe, but I think it was sort of the wrong time for that film to come out. It either should have come out like 3 or 4 years before it did, or it should have come out now. Like, I think it would have been completely different and way more culturally relevant. It was taking shots at people on the left, the right. Sacha Baron Cohen was just being a nut job in this film. And it came to the end and I was like, they actually made this. They made this piece of content. They actually took the balls to say, we're going to produce this on like, I don't know, maybe like a $50 million budget. I don't know, with marketing, maybe. And they put it out there. And yes, it didn't do that well box office wise. I'm not sure exactly how well it did. I might just check. But I know for sure it didn't make a ton of money. Because I think it was after this. I don't think I've seen Sacha Baron Cohen in any films at all. I don't think I've seen him in anything. Oh, he was in Alice in Wonderland, Through the Looking Glass. He played like, what did he play? I only watched the trailers for it, but he was in the trailers. I think he might have played Father Time in that or something along those lines. And other than that, I don't think I've seen him in really anything also. I think Sacha Baron Cohen is there to be rebranded in terms of the way Adam Sandler has done it for himself, because clearly Uncut Gems is getting huge buzz from, the critics. People who've seen it are really, really enjoying it, and his portrayal as well. So I think there's a lot of positives from that at least. And I think Sacha Baron Cohen could have maybe an alternative career to what he did before with like comedies. I know he did a show on Netflix as well, but I haven't watched it. It is a spy show though, I know that. But I think he could have a shot at changing up his career a bit here. So, no, not Doctor Film. Dictator. The Dictator. Let me put the in front of it. The Dictator film. There we go. Let's see. How much money did The Dictator make? Dictator. It came out in 2012. Wow, it came out... Wow. That's a really, really long time ago. That's surprising. I thought it came out in like 2013, 14. I guess not. I guess not. I'm telling you though, if this film came out today, while the critics might not like it because it was taking the piss out of people on the left as well as people on the right, I think the audience would be going for this film. I really do. And like I've said, it isn't good. Like, it really isn't. Don't get it confused. I mean, it made a good amount of money. I was wrong. It made a really good amount of money. It cost 65 mil, so I was pretty close by saying 50. But it made 180 million worldwide, so it definitely made profit. They made money on this film. But maybe it was the reception, because obviously he's done things where he's generally universally loved in the things he does. Like Borat was, at the time, everyone loved that film. It was referenced in everything. And then he made another one, Bruno, never saw it, so I don't really know about it. But sort of had mixed reaction, and this one had relatively bad reaction. But like I said, I'm telling you, if you haven't watched the Dictator, give it a chance to get going, because it is slow. It does feel like they pace the film really badly, but it is only like a 90-minute film, 80-minute film. Like, it's really, really short. They put this thing together. I'm sure there was just a ton of improv, and they were like, we have to make something here. We've got the budget. And then they made this. I think while it's not one of my favorite films of all time, and it will not be one of my favorite films of all time, I can take positives, and I can acknowledge the beauty in this film and the filmmaking involved, even though it is utter trash. So if you haven't seen The Dictator, or if you watched it maybe a couple of years ago, rewatch it, give it a shot, because I would probably watch The Dictator for 80 minutes any day over watching The Irishman for 200 minutes. I think that's fair for me to say. I think I can confidently say that. And that's me acknowledging The Irishman is like a really good film. But if I had to pick, and I was right there, and someone told me you have 80 minutes to watch this, or you can watch this for 200 minutes, I'm going to just get over it in 80 minutes instead of trying to blunder through a 2-hour film, which 3.5 hour film, which could have been probably cut down a bit. But who am I to say? We can all have different opinions. Martin Scorsese doesn't like bloody comic book films. Did he like The Joker? I don't know. It wasn't really a comic book film. But you see my point, you know? Did he like Logan? Wasn't really a comic book film, but it was with those characters. Did you like that? Did you like Watchmen? It sort of had a different tone to it than the regular type of films in that specific genre, but I don't know. We didn't really go into it. So I can say what I want as well. Dictator! Give it a watch. You might like it. So yeah. I'll say that. Sacha Baron Cohen, you're funny. You genuinely are funny. You make me laugh with stupid humor. Not like intelligent humor, where it's like you need to think about the joke. It's like he's slapping you around the face with the joke, and you're sort of accepting it because you're like, the delivery is so sometimes bad that it's good, and sometimes it's good, and you're like, wow, that was pretty good. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then Sacha Baron Cohen himself will come after you as the Dictator. You don't want that. Bit of a savage, bit of a dickhead, but weirdly likable. You really don't want that, so just subscribe anyway to avoid that. Now, I've been NarendraTheComic. You have been great. I'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. Indeed, tomorrow, New Year's Eve, there will be a video. I don't know what time it will be up, but there will indeed be a video up on New Year's Eve. And then New Year's Day. I'm not sure the length of those videos, but there will be content here for you to enjoy. If you enjoy it, you might not enjoy it. In which case, you can fuck right on. No, I'll see you tomorrow anyway. I will be here. You'll be here if you choose to be here. So if you choose to be here, you'll be here. See you tomorrow. Skadoosh.